Zionic, good morning, man. Welcome, welcome. New World Muscle, good morning. K Graham, good morning. Good morning, guys. 235.6, lowest you've been in years. Hell yeah, man. Very, very happy to hear that, my bro. Do you have a goal weight, a target weight to get to? Or are you just going by the way you feel in the mirror? I'm curious. Regardless, though, that's great news. What's going on, guys? It's Thursday. Had a great back workout today. Good morning, Blind Slug. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Brandon Rogers, good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is my birthday today. It's my 44th birthday today. A little birthday cardio Q&A. Had a great back workout today. Feeling good. Zionic says 10 pounds at a time for short-term goals. Won't get lower than 200, too much lean body mass. Good, man. That's good for you, bro. Good. Good, good, good. Listen, the mirror is the most important. Not the scale. Not the scale. So, I know just from being in different shapes at different times in my life, as far as low body fat goes, that I will look really good at 225. How much muscle I'll have might be a couple pounds one way or the other. But at 225, I will look very, very good. At 225, I will be holy shit, look at that guy at the beach good. So I got about 10 pounds to go. I'll probably speed it all up after the baby comes out. Do a little mini cut. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. Melanie, K. Graham, Keith, Dustin. Hell yeah, 40's a great one. I had a blast on my 40th birthday. That's a good one. Nathan, thank you. Thank you. Good, Zionic, man. Keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work. Mark Dog, thank you, brother. Thank you. So anyway, Thursday, cardio Q&A. I'm gonna go get a glutathione push after that. Little glutathione birthday celebration. That's meathead things to do on your birthday. Well, we'll see, Zionic. Listen, if it does it on its own, that will be beautiful. I'm really not doing myself many favors with the way that I've been eating. I've been eating a lot of damn food, so I have nothing to complain about there, you know. The fact that I can look like this, eating the amount of food that I'm eating is pretty remarkable. I was eating a decent amount before the sloop, but the sloop, man, the sloop got me eating. I'm eating like a beast on the sloop. Call me Sloop Doggy Dog on the sloop. So if I tightened my diet up, woo. Trying to continues quarterfinals round. Okay, we're getting back into it. Let's see here. AC/DC or Metallica. Metallica, easy win on that one. Too many great albums. Yes, Keith. I'm gonna, instead of doing a bag with fluids and the glutathione at the end, I just have them just line it right in. So it takes, 5 minutes, you're in and out. But yeah, Metallica versus AC/DC. Metallica takes that one. Def Leppard or Ozzy, I'm gonna take Ozzy over Def Leppard, definitely. But I do love Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me. Def Leppard with the one-arm drummer, remember that? Drummer only had one arm. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I never forget, it's funny, me and, for those of you who've been around a long time, remember Coach K, the videos with Coach K, Karen Yoakum. I never forget her birthday because hers is the day after mine. So she messaged me happy birthday this morning. I said, happy birthday, Eve. We'll see, Zionic. The sloop has made me ravenously hungry. That's the one thing I've noticed on the sloop. It's made me really, really hungry. Like, I've needed a lot more food on the sloop. So let me explain this, Zionic. I'm eating this way by choice. So I prefer to train with a lot of volume, more than all of the science guys will say is necessary. But I just really like to train that way. I like to put in a lot of work when I'm in there. But the thing is, to train like that, you gotta have yourself loaded up with glycogen. You have to. So when I got out of prison, I dropped my weight pretty fast with a ketogenic diet. Then once I hit a good weight where I was starting to look really good, I started to put some more food in so I could take my workouts to a higher level. So with the sloop, it wasn't so much that I was like, oh, I'm so hungry, I gotta eat more food, because I'm a pussy. It was, damn, I'm burning through everything that I'm eating. I gotta add more carbs in. I'm eating enough protein. So, like on a day like yesterday, I told Marissa this morning I ate a little lighter yesterday. I missed a meal, and I could feel I was gassing out faster in the gym. So we'll see. We'll see. But as far as I'll tell you guys, I'm pretty pleased. The sloop trial, thank you for all the birthday wishes, guys. Appreciate it. The sloop trial, the 30-day trial with sloop, the body fat on day 1 was 13.5. Day 31, I did the full 30 days, was 10.9. So that's pretty freaking remarkable. That is a remarkable change. Workouts, cardio have been consistently the same. Eating more food, but what's even more interesting, guys, is my lean body mass calculation was just under 195, and it is 199.8. So I essentially put on over 4 pounds of lean body mass while also dropping that body fat. I mean, that is a truly remarkable change without changing, a bunch of other stuff. It'd be different if I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw in some Primobolan or some Masteron, some Deca, whatever. So pretty damn impressed with that. I'm pretty damn impressed. It definitely gets the 2 thumbs up from me. The 5 amino, didn't notice as much. The 5 amino 1MQ. I will come back to it though. I've read you'll see the results better with a lower body fat, a sub 10% body fat. So we'll come back to that one, to squeeze out the rest once I'm eating a little cleaner and whatnot. But anyway. Hi. What's that? Okay, I love you. See you in a bit. K Graham asked, eating anything fun tonight? Yes, we're gonna go to a Brazilian steakhouse tonight. I forget the name of it. I love Brazilian steakhouses. If you've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse, you have to go, guys. There's chains like Texas de Brazil, for instance. This one is, I think, a slightly fancier. But, yeah, man, you flip the card over, woo, and they just bring you all sorts of different meats. It's great. God, I love those Brazilian steakhouses. Zeppelin or Aerosmith? I'm going Zeppelin on that one. Back to the tournament. Definitely Zeppelin for me. Clayton CMS says, you don't have genetics, you chicken. I don't have genetics. My genetics suck. I gotta bust my ass. But I am excited for the combination of the sloop and the Rhett for sure. Curious to know if you were satisfied with the work Guy did when you went to prison. As a whole, I was extremely disappointed with everything that I saw when I came home from prison for the most part. But it was definitely not Guy's fault. And there's a good staff at BSL. There was a lot of people trying to save the company, trying to make it all work. And to be quite frank, my stepdad just completely lost his mind while I was in prison, and I could single-handedly put all the blame on him at this point with everything that we've found out. And he's gone. He's been gone. Once he got out of there, things really turned around. You know, Billy Gagliardo's doing an amazing job. He's the GM over there, head of sales. I know Jared kind of took back over a lot of the stuff. Obviously, he knows what he's doing with High Tech and all his other brands. Chris Luke stepped up a lot. Who else stepped up a lot? Trevor step up. Matt Rossi, the tech guy. And honestly, man, there's two people, as far as the big athletes that everybody knows, the two people that did the best job that I heard nothing but positive while I was gone were Kristen Graham and Jenna Geary. Two girls. So listen, do I think Guy did a much better job? Yes. But I think he got frustrated with my dad. And people were complaining about Guy, saying he's not helping, he's not this, but he's the kind of guy, you tell him what to do and he's gonna go and do it. But nobody was giving him the right direction, and if I've missed anything, guys, resubmit it. I'll scroll through. Journey or Guns N' Roses? Let me think about that one for a second. Gore, good morning. Journey or Guns N' Roses? I think I'm gonna go Guns N' Roses on that one. Yeah. Tough. Journey is a great band. Say you had $500 to start a business. What would you do to get it going? I only have $500 to start a business? Aye. You can't really do too much with $500. Get a logo designed, I suppose. You better do all the rest with as shoestring a budget for free as you can. Semifinals, Metallica or Ozzy? I think I'm still going Metallica there. As much as I love Ozzy. Banzai Runner. Chris Urab, I'm doing very well today. Thank you for asking. Did the Prime experience hurt my friendship with Evan? Actually, no. The way that I was able to handle the Prime experience actually solidified our friendship and actually made it stronger, because rather than firing him or cutting him or doing anything like that over our creative differences, I paid him out his entire contract and said, hey man, let's just part ways before it does damage our friendship. Where we have a lot of creative differences at this point. Now, at that time in both of our lives, we were much different people, and Evan had a very different opinion of social media back then, where now he's a machine on social media. So this version of Evan with my old personality we would have been a home run. Now, this version of Evan with this version of me, we don't talk all the time, but we still say what's up to each other, maybe once every couple weeks. He works with one of my best friends every day. We'll DM each other and whatnot. So, I didn't want that experience to screw us up. It's tough doing business with friends, and I've learned a lot over the years. I learned enough before that, actually, already, to protect that friendship. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. And you probably mispronounced my last name. It's okay, though. How do you pronounce it? I'm reading Urib. Yes, Chris, it's on the YouTube now. Cardio Q&A full-time on YouTube now. I've been doing it full-time on here. People seem to like it more on here. People seem to like it more on here. So I don't know, have any of you guys ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse? They are the best. There was an amazing one up in New York City that I used to love to go to called Plataforma. So good. So good. She is, Stephanie. Thank you for asking. So Sunday night, Marissa was like throwing up like crazy. It was freaked me out because she hasn't really had any of that the whole pregnancy, but she's got, the baby is sitting so high. The baby's breech, so his head is up here, his feet are down there, and I think because she's just small, she has a very small torso, that it's really screwing up her insides, and she's just got such bad acid reflux. And it made her gag so much that she just started throwing up like crazy. And I was so worried. But I'm glad everything is okay. Newark Muscle says, I started a business years ago with a friend, never again. Yes, so I have become now, I will tell you that the guys that work for Blackstone Labs are like brothers to me now. And there really is no new staff there. But we didn't know each other before any of this. So the relationships were built on respect around me being the boss and them being good workers. And we drew a strong bond together. But businesses that I've started with friends that we were maybe, let's say we grew up with or whatever, what had happened oftentimes, guys, is when you're friends and you have a disagreement, you may be like, fuck you, whatever. You go your separate ways on it. But when there's a lot of money tied up between you, these disagreements can turn into major fights and major headaches, and it's the way that you love your friend, it's different. The respect is different, because you might love a friend, but you don't respect them the way that you would respect your boss at work. It's just different. Now, sometimes on the flip side, you can have a boss that you respect so much that you learn to love them, or you develop a love for them. Same thing with employees. For me, over the years, when I've had employees that busted their ass and consistently worked hard, and I could always count on them, I eventually would develop a love for them. But new employees that had come on after a lot of the separations, I would act a lot different with them. I wouldn't try to develop friendships the same way. It would be more of a work, respect, back and forth, and that's it. Because I just have learned that things just can go very south when it comes to the friends. Uribe, oh my God, Uribe. Uribe, got it. I won't do that. Aspartame. Albin Senrus, what's up? Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. We were scared. They said her amniotic fluid was really low. And they talked about sending her to the hospital, and I was like, oh my God. But we went back after a day of hydration, and the numbers are back to normal. They do want us to come back in again. We got to go to the freaking other doctor tomorrow. Listen, pregnancy, I wonder if it was like this when I was a kid. Because, of course, medical insurance was already around. Or if they've really figured out we can just keep on banging the insurance companies over and over and over for all these treatments and just have them keep coming in every week. But yes, better to be safe. Better to be safe, of course. Led Zeppelin or Guns N' Roses? Whew. Led Zeppelin or Guns N' Roses? Man, I think I'm going to probably take Led Zeppelin on that one. You know, Guns N' Roses has some songs that I really, really, really love. Sweet Child of Mine, Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, November Rain. But Led Zeppelin has done so much for rock and metal music. I think that I go Led Zeppelin on that one. Yeah, so I'm gonna crank out this cardio in here another 20 minutes. Go, quick shower, shoot on over to Core Medical, get a glutathione push, and then I'll spend the day with Marissa. That's the main thing that I want to do for my birthday is get a day. She took the day off from work to hang out with me. Do I play Free Fire? No. What is Free Fire? Tell me what it is, Anna. Chris says, I miss the old Expo days, back when there was Price is Right spinning wheel for the Blackstone Labs booth. This year's Fit Expo was amazing and different. I miss all that stuff too. I can't wait to be able to do that stuff again. I don't know that if expos will ever be like that again. I've heard that because of COVID, that the expos are considerably different nowadays. Like, they never bounced back from COVID. Now, I wouldn't know because I was in prison. I heard the Olympia this last year was way, way, way smaller. I heard the Arnold even wasn't the same. A lot of the big companies have pulled out. So, you know, I loved doing the big, crazy booth like that. That Price is Right booth was such a hit for us. Chris, who had the best booth, in your opinion, at the Fit Expo this year? You know, the Arnold is coming up soon. So I'll be curious to see what everybody's feedback of the Arnold is this year. And if a lot of the big brands have pulled out. Spoiler alert, this year's LA Fit Expo had some Teslas, including Cybertruck, available, and it's like the auto show for me. Oh, that's cool. Have you been out to SEMA? Speaking of auto shows, I heard that. I heard if you want to go to a crazy expo, you got to go to SEMA. I haven't been, but I've heard that's a really fun one. Ooh. Getting a little pain in the old anterior tibialis right now on my left side, aka a little shin splint action. We'll keep on going though. We'll keep on going. Can't slack just because it's my 44th birthday. Okay, good. Here we go. Some UFC talk. That's what I like. Duplessis or Strickland. I think DDP takes him. He's already beat him. I think that here's the thing. I don't think Strickland will fight any different than he did last time. Strickland is a very difficult man to fight. He has a really remarkable defense and a good pressure. If I would critique him on the last fight, he didn't pressure enough. But I think DDP has a higher level of athleticism. And I think that DDP actually comes in more aggressive this time and takes the W. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I hope it's a great fight. I like both of those guys a lot, actually. Strickland's just crazy on the microphone. He's a very funny guy. But I'm looking forward to this card this weekend. Let's see, the championship, the championship came down to Metallica or Led Zeppelin. I thought that was how it was going to go, actually, when we first started this. And I go with Metallica overall. Both of them had tons of good music. Led Zeppelin had, I think, a little more, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I was going to say Led Zeppelin had a little more variety to what they did. They had some bluesy stuff, but then again, Metallica changed quite a bit over the years. But for me personally, I could go all the way back to Kill 'Em All and say that Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Injustice for All were albums that I would play every song on over and over and over again. And I don't think that I could say that about Led Zeppelin, other than like a greatest hits, of course. So I think I go Metallica. As far as that rock metal split goes, if we start getting into hardcore metal and I got, Slipknot in there, I'm gonna take Slipknot over Metallica, or, a progressive metal like Tool, I'm gonna take over Metallica. But in the hard rock category, I have Metallica overall, for sure. My favorite Metallica album, this is a tough one. I want to say Master of Puppets. I think that I'm going to go with Master of Puppets, but Ride the Lightning, incredible. And Justice for All. Those are my top three. Black, I would put right after that. Kill 'Em All is great, but I'd put them after them. I actually like Load and Reload. A lot of people don't like them as much. I do. Very different vibe, though. I'd have to sit and look at them and really break it down, but man, I will tell you, Sanitarium, I love Sanitarium. Master of Puppets, the song Master of Puppets, and Sanitarium are two of my all-time favorites. But Battery is up there also. But then when I think about Injustice for All, Blackened is from the Injustice for All album, isn't it? Tough, man. Ride the Lightning had Creeping Death. There's some really good songs on those albums. Let's see here. Chris says, speaking of Teslas, I don't know if you like electric cars. Do you? Well, I don't hate electric cars. I don't hate them. Personally, don't have an interest in owning one. I wouldn't be opposed to a hybrid. You give me a LaFerrari, I'll be all about that. Kicked Scorpions out of the first round that hurt me. Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings in the ear. That's the good thing about me. And being in my world is we can have our creative differences, and I may make a little fun here and there just because I'm sarcastic and I'm a ball buster, but I still love everybody the same way. What is my favorite Ozzy album? Probably No More Tears. No More Tears. Blizzard of Oz is a really good album too, actually. Blizzard of Oz is a really good album. Yeah, Appetite for Destruction, great album. Great album, man. Great album. That was like late 80s. So I actually remember, I have a very young mother. My mom had me when she was 18, 1981. So I actually remember my mom listening to that stuff as a kid. 90s tournament tomorrow. We could switch it up and do rap. We really never do rap in here. Every once in a while, we'll get a little rap in here. Bolshoi goes all over the place. He's not in here today. Bolshoi goes all over the place. I can't keep up with where Bolshoi goes with everything. He keeps me on my toes, but we've done a lot of rock, so maybe we'll mix it up and go rap. Chris, actually my buddy Billy, has the Porsche Taycan. He loves it. He loves it. Loves it. Who or what is my favorite 90s band of music artists? I mean, I personally love the 90s, period. So, as far as 90s music, if I go earlier in the 90s, Wu-Tang Clan, Rage Against the Machine, that was and when I was a kid, those two, Wu-Tang Clan and Rage Against the Machine, were my jams. Back and forth with that stuff. But I found Tool in the 90s that came probably my most favorite band ever. Slipknot came out late 90s. Amazing. But, we also had some really good 90s R&B. Jodeci was so good in the 90s. Casey and JoJo. I remember much about the Spice Girls, so if you probably like the Spice Girls. So that's funny that you jump in here and say that. We had that question the other day on the Spice Girls. My favorite Spice is it's a toss-up between Scary and Posh. I personally think that Scary Spice is super hot. She's actually still super hot. But Posh also. I like that Posh model type look that she had. Then probably Ginger, then Baby, and then Lesbian Spice would be my last one. Get that 90s stuff going there. Excuse me, not Lesbian Spice, Sporty Spice. Where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? The 90s was great, man. I feel so blessed to be growing up in the 90s. Lesbian Spice was your favorite, Chris? Okay, listen. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I wonder what all of them are doing these days, actually. I know Posh married, what's his name, the soccer player. Thank you, Keith. I'll see you on here tomorrow. I got another 10 minutes or so on here before I roll up out of here. Good to see you. Armav, hello to you. Hello. Looks like it's a nice day out. Maybe we'll go chill over at the pool a little later. We'll see. Have any of you guys checked out the video that I put up this week, the chest training video? with Chris Luke. This is a different chest training video. We did it a little different this time. Show you guys some new stuff. Yes, David Beckham, that's who it is. Juvie! Oh man, I love Juvie. Back that ass up. Classic. Slow motion for me, I love Juvie. That's another good one. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. I like it like that. I wonder if my neighbors can hear me. We're essentially the same age, so I relate a lot. 90s rap is about to fuck shit up, homie. Good. Yeah, 90s rap, there was a lot of good aggression in the 90s rap. I prefer aggressive rap, you know? I like guys that are coming at it aggressive. DMX was awesome. Everybody in Wu-Tang that spun off and did their own albums were great. Nas, oh my God, Nas. I listened to so much Nas when I was young. The Illmatic album, oh my God, that was a great album. Now, my problem with the rap now, there is still some good rap that comes out, but the delivery on a lot of the songs that are popular now, I can't do it. The slow, mumbly stuff, it just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it for me. And I know a lot of that has to do with region, the region where you live, because I'll tell you, in prison, some of these southern black guys, you cannot understand what the fuck they're saying, excuse my language. Like, they'd be talking and you're like, I don't understand what you're saying. Because they don't really open their mouths up when they speak. There was times where black guys that weren't from the South would be like, Ninja, what are you saying? Open your mouth when you talk. It was very funny to see the northern, the difference between the way that the northern black guys and the southern black guys were in prison, especially like guys from New York, because guys from New York are so vocal. They'd be like, motherfucker, I can't understand what you're saying. Open your mouth up when you talk to me. You know, and I'd be just sitting there like, oh, here we go. A lot of the rappers like, I'm like, what in the world are you saying? Spit it out. Similar to Spice Girls, All Saints is also in the female British band. If you don't know much about All Saints, that's okay. I actually don't think I do know much about All Saints, but maybe if I heard one of their songs, I would have to check it out. Griff, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you for jumping in here today on my birthday. Fun little cardio Q&A. Weather's starting to heat up a little bit down here, finally. Maybe I'll go get a little tan on this pasty skin. I started watching Landman. I don't know if I told you guys that. Landman is awesome. I'm about 4 episodes into Landman, and Landman is outstanding. Outstanding. I give you the 2 thumbs up if you want a good show to watch. India in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We're almost done, guys. I'm at 41 minutes. I'm gonna start getting up out of here soon. I wanna shower, go get ready for this glutathione push. What is my bench? Oh, I don't even bench anymore. I do mostly dumbbells now, and I'm definitely not that strong compared to how I used to be, that's for sure. HBD, check out American primarily. Okay. I think there was a first rap song from the 1940s, Noah, by the Jubilaries. I don't really, listen, I'll sing some oldies on here if they come up. That's for sure. Psychedelic Panda asks, how did you work out in prison? Well, Unfortunately, my prison had no weights. So when I was going in there, I was like, man, we're going to work out the whole time. That's going to be how I pass the time. And they had no weights. So what I did was a combination of two things. Number one, I would take pillowcases that I would swipe outside and fill them with rocks, different amounts of rocks and sand to create almost like a kettlebell, and do exercises with that. Now also made friends with a guy who was able to smuggle me in some resistance bands, and I basically supersetted a lot of bags of rocks, resistance bands, and body weight exercises. It was tough. American Primeval on Netflix. I'll look into it. I just watched The Recruit on Netflix. Very good, very funny. Where am I currently? On my treadmill in Boca Raton, Florida. About to get off, actually. Unless you guys got anything else for me today. I appreciate you guys coming in here and doing this with me on this fine Thursday on the 44th birthday that I'm experiencing. So far has been great. Great workout. Dogs are happy. Both dogs pooped this morning. That's always good. And then we'll be back on tomorrow to round out the week. We got the Super Bowl this weekend. Who do you guys got in the Super Bowl? Preview question. This counts for tomorrow. DMX or Eazy-E? Oh, I'm a DMX guy, for sure. For sure. For sure. Props to Eazy-E for his contribution to the rap game. But I'm a DMX guy for sure. Chiefs, hard to beat the refs. I was waiting for somebody to come out with that. I'm rooting for the Eagles. I can't stand the Chiefs. I can't stand Taylor Swift. The NFL has jammed it all down our throats, and I don't like it. Now, I usually root for the AFC. But in this case, I'm going with the Eagles. Oof. Don't tell me about Landman. I'm only 4 episodes in. I'm very into it. It's very good. If you like Yellowstone, you're gonna like Landman. That's what I've been saying to people. So, all right, guys. Jennifer, thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. Thank you for doing this with me today, everybody. Chris, Griff, Nathan, if you're still around. All you guys, I appreciate it. Brandon, I appreciate it. Thank you. Bolshoi jumped on as I'm leaving. I got to get up out of here, guys. I love you guys all very much. I'll be on tomorrow. Thank you so much, Bolshoi. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Peace out. Bye.